Ted Lasso Season 2 Episode 4 is now out on Apple TV for you all to go and watch. This episode is Christmas time. It's all about the Christmas spirit in this one. Christmas in, August? Christmas in August. But it's all about that. That's what it is. That's what the theme of this episode is. I'm going to tell you guys exactly my thoughts on this episode. Let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts on this episode? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down in the comments below. Smash that like button, hit subscribe as well. And without further ado, let's jump into this review of Episode 4, Season 2 of Ted Lasso. So, this episode, the Christmas-themed episode, what did I think of it? Look, I tell you what, they just continue to amaze me so much at how good they are at creating a new episode of Ted Lasso that just continues to elevate. It just elevates constantly, episode after episode after episode. I enjoyed this episode quite a lot. This episode gave us a lot of insight into characters. This is a very character-driven episode. There's not much going on about the business of Richmond, how they're doing or anything like that. This is all about their character moments and the character arcs that they are going through and starting to understand where these characters are. And there were some really special moments in this episode that really highlighted some particular characters that I just absolutely love and adore now. It was just absolutely fantastic. How do they keep doing this? I don't know. But where do we begin? Let's start off with the man himself, the legend, Ted Lasso. This was heartbreaking, this episode. Very heartbreaking because it's all about Christmas. And Christmas is all about being with your family, enjoying that spirit, eating great food, being together, having those conversations, having a fun, awesome family environment. And we all know Ted Lasso is getting a divorce, and also that his family is halfway across the world. They're in America. He's in England. And it was heartbreaking that he was sitting there and he was talking on the computer with his son and then his wife, and then they leave and he's just sitting there by himself. It was heartbreaking. Like, this guy that we know and love in this TV show, this guy that's Mr. Positive. No matter how bad the situation is, Mr. Positive. You can never feel down or depressed or anything when Ted Lasso's around. He's Mr. Positive. This was heartbreaking to see him just sitting there drinking whiskey on his own. I felt for the guy. I really felt for him. And what I absolutely loved was the next thing. We saw a huge character moment from Rebecca herself. She knows what it's like to go through a divorce. And she knows what it's like to spend Christmas by herself. And she knows that Ted Lasso is going to find this very hard. And she goes out of her own way to bring Ted Lasso in to do some Christmas traditional things that she used to do. Which is give presents out to people. Just to be in the environment, to go out and just be with the community. And I thought that was really classy and really great for her character. And it shows the layers of her character. Rebecca is becoming one of my favourite characters. I absolutely love her. She is an authoritative woman, but is also this beautiful, just bubbly, caring human being on the inside that I'm really liking so much. Her character is just going through, from when we first met her, how she was trying to destroy the business, destroy Richmond, to now falling in love with Ted as a character, falling in love, trying to bring this back up and sticking it to her husband and going out on her own, becoming this strong, independent woman. It's just an absolutely fantastic character arc, and she's becoming one of my favorites. And their whole dynamic throughout this whole episode was just so good. Her helping Ted through this tough situation that he was going through. It's awesome to see. Absolutely awesome to see. Go over to Roy Kent and Keeley, and they have his niece with him because her mother got caught in a surgery and she's got bad breath. And this is so much fun because I just love it because Roy's such a hard-ass man, and then Keeley's this caring, just mother-like figure. And it's just such a good combination. The chemistry just works so well. They go door knocking to find a dentist. That whole thing was absolutely hilarious. I loved every moment of that. That was great as well. Now, this is where we get to a character that I never thought I was going to say. But Higgins in this was incredible. I absolutely loved it. And I almost teared up. I'm sorry, I almost teared up. I almost teared up. Because what he does for Christmas is he has it with his family, and then he invites all the players to his house that don't have anyone to spend Christmas with. And a lot of them came this time. They normally get 2 or 3 players. I think there was about 10 of them came. And it was just so awesome to see this awesome environment. And he, like, oh, it was just so well acted too. When he's at the head of the table, he's about to give the speech, and you can see he's starting to water in his eyes because he's so proud and so, like, it's just one of those moments where you almost tear up because you're like, dude, this guy's gone out of his way to invite all these people to his home on Christmas to do something like this because they can't go see their families because they're overseas, because they got to play the next day. You got to play on Boxing Day. That's what happens when you play in England. You got to play the next day. There's no time off. And it's just incredible to see that moment. I almost teared up. I had water in my eyes. I'm not going to lie, I had water in my eyes. I just thought that was such a powerful moment and so powerful for his character. Higgins is slowly becoming one of my favorites as well. He's just this selfless. Like, he's just so selfless. The guy is just willing to give up his desk, his office. He's just willing to just put his needs aside for others. It's incredible. He's such a good character. I loved every moment. It almost teared me up. He's such a good character. He's moving forward, and I'm loving it. And then you get the big finale where Ted and Rebecca get the buskers outside the house of the Higgins, and they just start singing. Everyone goes out there. It's just a brilliant, brilliant moment. I love this episode. Absolutely love this Christmas episode. Let me know in the comments below, what did you all think of this episode? Did you love it or did you hate it? Smash it down in the comments below. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.